Welcome. I'm Bonnie Serratore with Spiritual Acceleration, and I want to talk about the cords that we cord into the crown chakra, the chakra on the top of our head. So, talking about cords. Okay, so cording is something that we all do, we have done, others have done it with us, we've done it with others. Most of the time, we don't really understand or know that we're actually cording into one another. It's just that we do. We have this emotion, we have a desire, we have a want, we have a need. So we will actually send cords to one another. Okay, so the crown chakra, when we think about the crown chakra, this is huge. The crown chakra. Oftentimes, we have blockages in the crown chakra. It's like we've got some kind of block that stops us from literally opening and receiving information and guidance and knowing all that kind of thing. So cording into that crown chakra has to do with people wanting to access sometimes your abilities or what your connections to your own higher levels. Think about this. The crown chakra on the top of the head is actually where we receive guidance, where we get the knowing. Okay, it's where we have our connection with creation itself, God. It's where we connect with our own oversoul levels, God self levels, higher levels, super consciousness levels, all these aspects of us that are, always there. And when we have people trying to cord in to that crown chakra, it's usually because they have some kind of belief or some kind of misperception or conclusion or angst or belief that you have a connection that they don't have. Okay, so just a reminder that we cord into people because we feel like someone knows more than we do. Someone has information that we don't have. Some people feel like you have more guidance than I do. And it has to do with, I want to know what you know. I want to have that same kind of connection that you have. Sometimes we see other people and they seemingly have a connection to God, so to speak, okay? Maybe they trust more, maybe they're more at peace, but it's really about, the belief that they are more connected, okay? So the truth is we all have the same opportunity. We all have, what's available, and there are interferences, there are misperceptions, there are our own sabotaging, there are other people sabotaging. So there's all kinds of different reasons why, someone's crown chakra gets blocked. But when that happens, when we see other people seemingly having happier, whatever, and we want, like let's just say you feel like you can't feel your own connection. A lot of people, this is true for many people, they can't feel a connection. Some people literally can feel some kind of blockage. They can feel like there's something blocking, stopping them from, from their own connection to themselves. A lot of people understand that they have higher levels. People understand that, it's like by going direct to that crown chakra, we can connect with Creator God consciousness. And when we are blocked, we can feel like, confused, like, wow, there must be something wrong with me, but I want to know, I want what that other person has. Like, so we know somebody, we see somebody that, seems to be guided, that seems to really be connected to their own higher levels, that seems to have a direct connection, communication with creation itself. People will get jealous and envious and want that. Okay, because think about this, that connection to the all that is, this is like being connected to mommy, daddy. Okay, we want love. We want to be loved by the creator itself. We want to be loved. We want to be special. We want to be chosen. We want to be unique. Okay, so when we don't feel that and it seems as though somebody else has that, we want it. Okay, and remember, our lives are based on that connection. Survival is all about being loved, okay, being connected. So when we don't feel that within ourselves, but we see somebody else that has that, we're going to want what they have. We want that. It's not that it's going to do it for us, and we're not thinking along those lines. It's really more about seeing somebody connected. Wow, that person is really connected. I can see they are so connected. They have guidance. They're guided. They got the knowing. I don't have any of that. I want that. That cord, their emotional cord. Remember, we send out cords coming from our emotions. We're going to be sending cords from the lower part of the body. First, second chakra, the wounded areas. So that feeling like I want to be connected. I want what that person has. I want to be connected to creation. I want to know love. I want to know God. I want to know my connection to that. And I don't feel that, but somebody else does. So, I'm going to send that emotional cord out with that desire to come right into that, crown chakra, bring that cord right in, trying to get and understand and have what you have, somebody else has. Okay. So cords that come into that crown chakra, as they come in, and again, you can create blockages in the person that you're cording into, depending on your intention and your desire. Why are you cording in? Are you wanting to interfere with someone? That's another thing that people do, is like, oh, you're plugged in, you're connected, you got the knowing. I'm jealous, I'm envious. I'm going to hurt you because you have something I don't have. You're connected to God Creator in a way I'm not. So I'm going to do what I can to interfere with you. Okay. So people do this kind of stuff. Okay. People have, they've got these wounds, they got these misperceptions. And because they're not experiencing what they want, then they're going to cause harm to somebody else. So someone who is jealous or envious or feeling like you got something they don't, you have a connection that they don't. I want that connection. Jealous, envy, all this energy churning in the subconscious, feeling this energy is in lower parts of the body. And they send cords out and hook right in. And then, sometimes it's quite intentional blocking. They intentionally are trying to interfere, intentionally trying to block you, stop you. And then also sometimes too, it's like, I want what you have. So like it's not that they're consciously thinking, well, if I cord in that crown chakra, then I'll be able to see and know and be connected like that person is. It's not a mind thought. It's an emotional desire. And in that emotional desire to know something, to be something, to have something that somebody else has, and we send that cord in and connect and try to interfere in some way and block in some way. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to extract what somebody else has. Okay. It doesn't really work that way. Okay. So what can happen though is, let's just say someone cords in, let's just say I'm cording into somebody, because let's just say that someone is just so connected with Creator God consciousness, and I'm feeling like I don't have that. I want that. So I send a cord out unintentionally. It's that place of desire. So this is where I'm not aware that I'm sending a cord. So I send a cord out because I have a desire. I want to be connected. I want to know creation. I want to feel love. I want to feel that feeling like I belong, like I matter. I want to have that feeling where there's no separation because I feel separate. Okay. So those desires, when we see somebody else who seemingly is connected, we want that. So we send those cords. Okay. So I'm sending the cord out. I'm trying to get what I want. The thing is I'm not going to get what I'm wanting. I'm not going to get it from somebody else. I can't source somebody else's connection. Okay. It's got to come from within. So these cords going out, trying to get something that I don't have unintentionally, but then now let's look at the intention, like of people who knowingly send out cords, who knowingly know what they're doing. Okay. These are the things that are inappropriate. These are the behaviors and actions that are, sometimes revengeful, that undermining, punishing, torturing, all kinds of negative feelings, emotions that are happening. So let's just say someone wants to cord into someone who has, that their crown's all open, they're connected, there's a lot of light, and their divine lives are just divinely guided. And someone wants that. So it's like this, like, okay, so let's just pretend that I see that and I want that because I don't have it. then I can intentionally send a cord out. Okay, it has that manipulating, controlling, interfering, wanting what I want, and I can send that cord right out, plug right in that crown chakra with intention. But the thing is, again, you can't source from somebody else's source, meaning this is that my connection. Okay, everyone has their own connection. Everyone is literally, has these aspects of the self at the higher realms, and that's how we go direct. This is where we get our knowing from. This is where we have our guidance, and we, the feeling like we're being divinely guided or God's talking to us. This is our knowing. This is our higher levels communicating with us, aspects of us that are truly working to help us in our own evolution, soul's evolution. So when we try to source from somebody else, what we're really doing is interfering. We can actually start to block, put blockages in. If you send a cord and you send it big enough, like just imagine you send a cord, a big old fat cord like this, hits the entire top of the head, total crown chakra. Okay, you're literally blocking that whole energy of the crown chakra. Okay, so you send that cord, you're trying to pull that energy to you, trying to make what the energy coming from that person, trying to make it come to you through your cord. Okay, it doesn't, the results aren't what you really want, because it's not about, you're not going to get that energy from that person to connect with creation. It doesn't work that way. Okay, and it's like you're trying to pull that energy. So all you're really doing is trying to pull energy from that person, blocking and stopping them from their own connection. Or, maybe you're not sending a big old fat cord. Maybe it's a little spaghetti, maybe even little cords as thin as your hair. Okay, as thin as your hair. Okay, can be sending lots of cords out, but it's still that intention is still wanting to know what you know, how you're getting your information, why are you connected and somebody else isn't connected. Okay, so there's that desire and that wanting to know. And again, courting at these levels is completely inappropriate. Okay, and we do it. Okay, we're still waking up. We're still evolving. We're still at the very early stages of the new paradigm. So this is old paradigm behavior, old ways, the old ways, okay, which are coming to an end. Okay, and as the vibration of the planet gets higher and higher, the courting situation will become less and less, okay? Because as we wake up, we're no longer looking to source from somebody else. We're starting to discover that, wait a second, we can source ourselves. We have that ability. Whoa, how cool is that? And by trying to source from somebody else, it doesn't work. You cannot know what someone else knows. You're not going to extract their information. You're not going to, get into their crown chakra and have the same kind of connection that they have with creation or their own higher levels. You still have to source from yourself. You still have to go direct yourself. Okay. You still have to open that crown chakra and learn how to connect and go direct. Okay. So cords into that crown chakra from other people. Again, just know and remember that cords are coming because coming from anyone. You, other people, we're sending cords out because there's an emotional need. There's an emotional desire. We want something. We want to know something. Okay. I want the same connection you have, jealous and envy. And then what's not cool is if someone sees you having more than someone else or your connection is greater, people will try to hurt you. It's really true. People do. Okay, that's like undermine you, sabotage you. That's another thing. Ooh, that's another thing too. I just remembered is people courting in can intentionally have evil intent for real. I mean, you know this on some level. Okay, so they have evil intent. They want to stop and block your connection, to your higher levels, to greater God consciousness. So they can go in and try to block and stop. Like I've seen cords coming in with evil intent, serious evil intent. And I've seen the cords come in, they come right into that crown chakra, and then they start to, go in as like a, how can I say, it's not wrapping around anything, but it's making it starts to like like a curling up, like if you saw a snake like curling up. What they're doing is they're coming in and intentionally creating major blockages, trying to stop and block you. Okay. And what it does, it kind of blinds you, but it also, what it does is it literally you'll start to feel like some kind of, like a severe blockage, like you'll feel a heaviness, you'll feel it all the way down into your head, okay, where the energies have come in and deep and down, and you can't, it's like you try to get up and out, you try to connect and you're blocked, okay? So this does happen. People do this kind of stuff, especially to people who are known in some way. Like if you're a healer and you got a good following, okay, you can have people out there who, want to mess you up, stop you, block you, okay? So that kind of thing can be happening into the crown chakra. Um, Even people that are, you're just a person that just has a deep love of life, of creation and connection. You have a great connection. People get envious, people get jealous, and those kinds of emotional feelings are, they'll do things that are like hurtful and harmful and mean and heartless and cruel. It's happening. It's everywhere. Okay. So, when we want to kind of protect that crown chakra because again, that's our connection. Like that's the connection. Okay. So, one of the things you can do, and remember too, you still have to, make sure you're unraveling any agreements and contracts that you unknowingly have. Okay. Because you don't know. This is all in the subconscious. But basically, what you want to do is bring your awareness and into your own self, into your heart, and have that desire to release agreements and contracts. You don't want to court anymore. You don't want to do the courting dance with others. Okay, so you're pulling this to an end so that all cords and all past lives, future life, everything that has to do with courting, you're now disintegrating, dissolving all desire, all agreements to be courted into and to court to others. Okay, and then dissolve all of those agreements. And then when you're taking your awareness to your crown chakra, if you come from your heart center, your heart, if you come deep inside into your own light, everyone has the light. Everyone. Take your awareness, come in, look for your light, go into your light. This is pure, pure, pure love. Nothing but love, love and light. Okay. Then from there, expand that awareness, expand your light, expand that frequency of pure love and light, and send it right up through that crown chakra, literally blowing it open so that anything that's in there, any cords, people, debris, discarnates, anyone trying to interfere, you are literally blasting and blowing them right out. Okay. And then it's like you create that frequency and then you can maintain it, sustain it because it's energy. What you're doing is you're now letting your own energy flow. Like there's a flow that happens. There's like many different ways that energy flows through the body, but you're letting your own light expand to your crown chakra. What happens with people are trying to cord in, they can't hook in because the light, it's a high vibrational frequency. You can't cord into the light, okay? There's nothing to cord into. They can cord into emotional wounding. That's how people cord into the body, is you got all this wounded energy, all these misperceptions and wounds. This is how they get to cord in, okay? So when you're sending blasting pure love and light, there's nothing to cord into. Doesn't matter who they are. They try to send those cords in. They can't reach because energy is flowing. The light is flowing. The bright light is moving right through you and they can't cord in. Okay. So remember, cording comes from your emotions. Okay. Comes from desires, wants, and needs that you don't even realize you're sending cords out. And then there are those who intentionally, maliciously send cords. Okay. But basically, it's time to wake up to the fact that you do send cords out. And now it's time to end it. Again, cords are not appropriate other than in the heart, pure place of the heart. And again, for young children. But basically, we don't want to be doing the courting dance. We want to be sovereign. We want to have our own energy. We want our soul in our own body. We don't want other people's cords coming in, trying to manipulate, dictate, or change, or sway, or, cause us harm or hurt us or block us, and we don't want to be doing that to others. Okay, new paradigm, light, ending of separation, connecting with one another in a much higher vibrational frequency, more love and light. Okay, so crown chakra, majorly important for your connection, majorly important not to have cording into it, and just majorly important for your own sovereignty, for your own well-being. Okay, so play with cords, play with not cording in, wake up to what we're doing, what you're doing, and bring this cording to an end. New paradigm doesn't work. We need to have sovereignty, accountability, being responsible as humans to one another. All right. And just a reminder too, we do have the chakra clearings, which actually remove and clear out cords. So if you got cords, you can't get them out, you might want to consider doing some kind of clearing. All right. Hope to see you somewhere where we can unravel and clear things that don't belong in you.